Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Read-A-Lease video blog, also known as San Juan Island Prepper, also known as Living Simply Fun. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're a comer backer, welcome. First of all, I want to say that's my motto because it's in memory of our beloved moderator, Fanny, Mama Fanny, who passed away February 12th. Rest in peace, Fanny. So today we're going to be talking about prepping, what you can do to prep. I'm going to use the word a lot interchangeably because prepping is not just about buying a lot of crap, storing it away in case of an emergency. I did talk to a guy, I think it was 2 nights ago, Friday night, I think it was. Oh, no, it might have been Saturday night. Funny story. I'm going to get into the updates first. I went on a date to meet a guy with Zoe, and the guy was sweet. I just said, "Hey, dude, you want me to pay my own drinks, or you want to take care of the bill?" He says, "I don't care." So I paid my own bill, with my own bill, but kind of hurting a bit. But the guy was saying then, and I talked to him while Zoe was using the loo. By the way, that's what we call an Australia toilet. And let's just say he even confirmed it in front of Zoe. Zoe is my witness that his family is AR-15 gun-toting Mormon preppers that has to have 5 or 6 years of food because of the Mormon doctrine. Now, I'll tell you, the night I got home, I was exhausted. I literally looked up the doctrines and covenants. I keep one on my table over there. And what? You need something, Moppy? You want your water? Okay, let me just... There you go. So I gave Moppy a can of moist food. So he was saying, so I looked up the doctrines and covenants. It doesn't say anything about prepping. So I'm going to go over the questions and answers. First of all, Tildor's been paying. Before anyone asks, no, I don't own a smartphone. Okay, I'm trying to convince my boss, funnily, jokingly, of course, the TrackPhone's got a deal for smartphones because apparently I need my email, my Google Voice, everything connected to a phone so I can go around town and do business, weddings, yada, yada, yada. It's cool. I'm ordained. So anyways, Tildor says, as some of you may know, I'm working on my degree in prepology. Really, that's funny because I always thought of you as a tier 1 chatterbox, Tildor. Help my island dolls out in prepping. Well, I guess if I'm an island doll, that's fine. Let me find out where I put my purse. It's over here. I need to grab my hairbrush. Gotta brush my hair. It's been kind of messy today. Finally got my wallet. I kind of feel bad. I didn't have my thing. I got to order another brush. That's a prepper's tool. Brushing my hair is mandatory. Island preppers out. Well, I did tell in one of my videos recently, I was thinking of getting a business line for my YouTube channel. It's like $18 a month. I know, more expensive. And Tildor said he can call in on our business line and he could talk about prepping. Now, that'd be great, Tildor. You want to call us, that'd be great. I'll set it up soon. But, I still need a gift card because money doesn't grow on trees. And that is something I want to talk to you about tonight, is prepping. Now, I did a lot of research last night. Actually, I'll tell you guys a funny story. So I went to the store the other day with Zoe. Chloe's all worried. Oh, she's replacing me. No, she ain't replacing you. Right now, as a Christian American, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, you help those who need to be helped. And frankly, you just don't let someone come out to an island and you throw them to the wolves and let them fend for themselves. It doesn't work that way. Even though my Sunday is supposed to be a day of rest, well, let's just say we came up with some interesting things. I'm not going to tell you all the future, but let's just get to the second question. He says, from one tier prepper, actually, Tildor, until you prove it to me in pictures and a gift card on Amazon gift card, Walmart, or a Walmart, Amazon gift card. You can get Walmart gift card through Target or Walmart itself, or a gift card from eBay. I consider you a tier 1 chatterbox. And the reason I haven't been doing these videos is because I am busting my ass trying to help the lovely Zoe find an apartment. So he says, from one tier prepper to another prepper, put down the peace pipe and prep. Sorry to say, I don't smoke weed that much. I was in pain the other day, so yes, I smoked some, but let's just say prepping for some of you preppers out there, prepping is, as I said, interchangeable. Prepping, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to go out on a limb here for you preppers out there. Let me tell you something. Let me show you guys something before we continue on about prepping, okay? If you get anything that's 80% or higher liquor, booze, you can use this stuff. This is 94 proof as an anesthetic. Now, as a prepper, you can go and spend for your back pain something that could destroy your liver and kidneys, like acetaminophen, or you can smoke the ganja and it'll take away your pain too. This could destroy your liver and kidneys, or you can go and smoke the ganja. And Zoe says, "What is up, Big Bear? I would do yes, no vodka. I know. Actually, I could probably mooch some from someone too. I can go and say, hey, can you spare yes. So I'll have to, give me a second on that. So, anyways, let me see if I can do that. But anyways, he says a September to remember. Prep like your ass is in overdrive, peeps. The Swan is getting darker. Now, let me tell you what I did last night. Okay, last night, Zoe did something funny for all of you out there. She forgot her backpack. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what's in it. It's none of your business. But she was in panic mode. I said, no, it's fine. It's in my prepper's room. We're good. So I brought it to her today. But you know what? She forgot her backpack. I feel bad because I forgot my my wallet. Okay, so as a prepper, Zoe's moving out here. She's made she's determined. Okay, the problem is Zoe's realizing is from a professional prepper like myself, I am a tier 1 prepper because Zoe went to the store twice, and both times I shit you not. I think if I sat right behind her as she was bent over, no offense, not trying to be perverted here, she would have probably popped out gold bricks out of that, out of her, like the golden egg, the chicken leg, the golden egg, because the prices are so damn high. $8 for a pack of little Smokies, $4 for a liter of water. I mean, I showed her a receipt that had $17 in state tax just to the Liquor Control Board, just for 4 cans of Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola, and 4 cans of, well, let me tell you, this stuff is watered down. Okay? I know my whiskey better than most people. So, anyways, Black Swan. I got up this morning. I took a nap. I went to nap. I got up. I spent 2:15 to 6:15 watching movies and looking up stuff. The only thing I can tell you about prepping in Black Swan situations, either two things: banking collapse after a follow-up of a lockdown, or the Black Swan event was more lockdowns from COVID restrictions. And I'm not going to say we are going to go in lockdowns. I can't say yes or no. I'm not going to get my channel flagged. But hospitals are now here on the island, mandatory masks. I mean, look, I saw half the tourists were wearing fucking masks. And I was sitting there while the beautiful Zoe's on her phone, grumping, take the fucking mask off. What is wrong? You're outside. It's fucking 75. The sun's killing the disease, and yet September to remember. Well, think of it. So last night, while I was doing some research on 4 cans of cocktails, Black Swan could be the next thing coming up. Now, let me tell you what's coming up down the calendar. And I didn't know this. I had to do some research. September 15th to October 1st. That's the deadline, people, for the fucking government to raise the spending cap limit again. They kicked the can again. Remember, we had a continuing resolution. Now, they got to do it again. On top of that, I read and I watched some information where instead of raising the continuing resolution or raising the debt ceiling, I was on Alex Jones, Zoe got me into it. Way to go, Zoe. The Sunday's edition was MTG. And she laid out the plan, even though there's not enough votes in the Senate. They want to impeach Biden. So they're more importantly wanting to impeach Biden, run the deficit to the point where the government shuts down. And the government in September or October 1st is when the next, I think it's October 1st to October 15th, next when the taxes are due to be collected again. So he says, September to remember, prep like your ass is an overdrive, peeps. The swan is getting darker. You literally need to prep. Zoe, get your apartment squared away. Prep, literally prep. Well, let's just talk about that statement. I've been working my ass off every day this week since Thursday. Very little sleep, trying to find a place. And I'm the secretary and the private assistant. So, and then you got Mr. Tildor wants more videos, which I can't do because I'm not here to do prepping videos. And then I got other people talking about other things. So, and then it says, the Island Dolls need to prep, literally prep. This is not to be playing Cheech and Chong, for heaven's sake. Actually, you mean playing the movie, Tildor? Because we were actually, we found the first 3 for free. And the last 4 is rentals. Or you mean Zoe shouldn't be smoking because Zoe, that's her medicine and that's what keeps her busy. Now, as a prepper, you can either buy acetaminophen, ibuprofen, or naproxen to kill your liver, kidneys, and possibly get early dementia. You can drink excessively till you pass out, which I don't recommend. Or you can smoke weed, get a nice buzz going from the feeling. And, like the other day, I was in so much pain. And, I could have sat there, looked at I call it, so the place she's staying at, there's this guy, he's the owner of this business. I call him the temporary landlord. And I could have sat there and said, hey, can I have a couple of your beers? But instead, I was sitting there chiefing up because I was in that much pain. My back and my stomach. You don't know how much. Prep some more. And when you're done with that, prep some more. Sorry to hear about your tum-tum and surgery. You're as tough as they come. There's no doubt you will continue to thrive. Just don't turn into a vegan on the way over. Sorry, dude, but Zoe ain't going to let me be a vegan. Today, she was sweet. We actually turned around and asked for a gluten-free hoagie roll. That I could have got sourdough, but Zoe right now, as sweet as she is, she's not going to let me eat sourdough and basically keel over from too much pain. I mean, I already want to tell you, Thursday of last week, I went to home and Chloe called EMS and they threw Moppy in the damn office and they demanded I go to the ambulance to take me to the hospital. I said, no. My dogs were trained $75,000 on the taxpayers' money. He goes or I don't go. So I told him to fuck off and I signed myself off against an AMA. What does it take to get a video, an executive order? No, as Zoe would say, a gift card. Because, I'm devoted to helping Chloe. I'm devoted to helping Zoe. We don't have time right now to basically get many videos done. Need to prep like you literally have a pair. This goes for Higgins as well. Black Swan's on the horizon. Now, like I said, Black Swan could be banking collapse after the fact we get more COVID lockdowns, or it could be something else, like nuclear Armageddon. Prep like your ass is on fire. I hope the boss is okay. Well, my stomach's acting up, but I'm going to manage, okay? What, did my Island's dolls give up prepping and take another vacation? You have to prep, literally prep. Believe me, it's not easy being a tier one AAA prepper. Actually, you're a tier 1 AAA chatterbox. I'm a tier 1 quadruple prepper. School's in session, so prep like you have a pair. And then Private Rita is the best there is. Actually, I'm a fleet admiral. You're Private Tildor Pile. She should be making live videos, though. Watching Netflix and playing Atari can wait. Actually, I have not been watching Netflix. I've been watching what I can when I unwind in the evening. And playing my Nintendo. I'd like to get my Nintendo time in soon. I was actually telling Zoe this today. Dude, I like to play my thing. I might have to take my DS with me, put headphones on and play it, on certain issues, keep my handheld with me at all times. Time to prep, literally prep. That goes for the other island girl too. Message from tier 1 Tildor, actually AAA prepper. Tier 1 AAA chatterbox. He's never showed me his preps. School's in session, so pay attention rather than making spitballs. You have to prep, put down the Atari and prep like your life depends on it. You literally need to prep like you have a pair. My island girls need to prep perfectly like the top tier prepper. Use a top tier chatterbox. What's it take to get a live rant around this joint? The island girls must be gossiping about moving plans. Prepper, you're like a rock star. School's in session. This is Teldor Tier 1 Chatterbox and AAA Chatterbox. Rating as a prepper. He's more Chatterbox. I think the hotline call-in number is a great idea. That's what I thought. I could call in and school my island girls how to prep. Keep up the good work and give me my stimmy. Yeah, well, if the government goes in lockdown, I'll take stimmy too. I don't want to poke the old crow, but a video once in a while would be much appreciative. It doesn't take all day to clean the rat's nest. Well, I got some ideas coming up. Tier 1 Chatterbox, old Private Rita, Fleet Admiral here. Cracks me up. You guys need to prep and prep fast. Black Swan's on the horizon. You see, a lot of chatter and intel out there. Yes, well, you know what, Tildor, until you get off your head out of your ass and tell me what this Black Swan is, you have my email address, sanjuanislandprepper@aol.com or sanjuanislandprepper@yahoo.com. The island girls must be working on another top secret vacation. We haven't had a video in several days. It's time to prep, peeps. Proof is in the pudding. School's in session. So anyways, I can go on and on. Oh, there's one more. Okay. My message is clear. If you want to be a tier 1 prepper, actually tier 1 chatterbox like me, you got to prep like you have a parent. It's not time to pump the brakes, peeps. It's time to go supersonic in the prepping arena. School's back in session. I don't want to have to pull rank on my island girls. I'm sorry to say, but we've been busy trying to find housing for Zoe. So that's the first part. So, anyways, so let's just continue this. So, as a prepper, one of the things I'm teaching Zoe is you buy things online. I know Zoe likes her fresh vegetables and fruits. You're going to have to, people need to utilize what they have, like San Juan Island Food Hub for organic stuff, the organic stores. Things are getting out of hand price-wise. That's why I use Amazon to ship in my canned chili, my hamburger helper, and my mac and cheese. I can store that away, and I'm good. Unfortunately, trying to buy a box of mac and cheese here that are like $7 to $8 a box. I mean, it's a funny story. You know, we all love Stouffer's mac and cheese. The prepper, I would recommend Stouffer's mac and cheese, but I would not be recommending Stouffer's mac and cheese for a small container like this for $6. You're going to basically spend that kind of money. What you need to do is spend a couple bucks, people. Buy yourself a Tupperware container. And you buy, yes, I have one in the freezer, still good. And you buy the party size Stouffer's mac and cheese. Throw it in your oven for 90 minutes, pull it out. Eat what you want out of the party size. Put the rest in the Tupperware containers. Seal the lid. And then you make extra mac and cheese the next day. There you go. Enough said. $20 compared to $6 for a teeny tiny single serving. Now, some people say it's overkill, but guess what? I'd rather buy the family size. Oh, by the way, Stouffer's makes some really good chicken enchiladas too. For Stouffer's, you know, I would prefer buying my banquet mega meals with 3 Salisbury steaks and then doing Stouffer's on the side, but that's just me, or a box of Kraft Deluxe macaroni and cheese. But as a prepper, you got to look now at the grocery stores because prices going through the roof. I mean, and another thing, if you guys are serious about prepping, here's another tip I'm going to give you tonight. Do not spend money eating out. I couldn't believe it. For lunch one day, $80. We live on a tourist trap. It'd be better to $20 or $25 to get 2 sandwiches. Think about it. But, you know, you can save a lot of money by cutting out your eating out. You know, that's something you need to do. If you really want to get all your preps in order, you must cut out eating out, be frugal, because no one knows what's going to happen. I mean, I've talked to people about prepping on this island, and they say the island's location is perfect because we have 400 islands. It will absorb the radiation. So think about that while you're prepping. Another thing I keep telling you preppers, get a police scanner. Now, I would like to say, that I'm working my butt off until, and you guys will get more videos, but my schedule is pretty stacked with placing orders on Amazon, Target, Walmart, eBay for prepping gear. Zoe and I both agree eBay is really good if you know what you're looking for. It's cheaper. But the second thing is, as a prepper, you must utilize everything you have. Plain and simple. Use it or lose it. Plain and simple mentality. And so I recommend a basic police scanner. Unless you are in a digital area, then I recommend ProScan, FreeScan, or another program to program it. This is easy because this is already pre-programmed with these buttons. And I have my main police channel always on. And then if you are in a digital area and you don't want to program, one of your prepping expenses should be a digital scanner like the Uniden 436, 536, the Whistler TRX 1 or 2, which will have the database scanning method. It has all the codes that you need. You just pull up, I have Sentinel, so I just basically upload what I need. I got Marine Band, Air Band, Civil Air Band, etc., and it works perfectly. My scanner works well, but you got to ask yourself. People say, oh, you shouldn't be living on an island because it's too expensive. No. Thing is, you can make the island work. You can make wherever you live work as a prepper as long as you order things online. Now, I know there's people out there. Let's just say there's two types of people. There's the people like me that will eat everything except fish and a few other things. Or there's the other people out there that's prepping. That is the hoity-toities who's kind of picky on canned goods. But, in an emergency situation, if you have 10 packs of hot dogs, you get 10 cans of chili. You can make up chili dogs or mac and cheese and hot dogs or hot dog helper. You can even use hot dog and hamburger helper. So, pretty amazing. We have made 5 millimeter pedometers. One of my cell phones has a built-in pedometer, so that's how I know that since Thursday I've put in probably close to 25 miles because I had to go here and then here and then here and then here and then a circle looking for that. And then Chloe's favorite shop stopped making sandwiches and hot bar due to the fact that there's not enough employees. But like I said, for all you out there, you guys got to prep. Now, I don't know if it's going to be banking collapse, Tildor. If you really want to bitch and gripe and complain about my channel, then why don't you throw me and Zoe a bone once in a while and give us this whole Black Swan shit event from in the comments, because frankly, the only thing I can see is banking collapse, civil war, or nuclear Armageddon. So I need to know what we are looking for so I can do the research and get you preppers up to speed. Now, I will tell you, I did something great last night. Zoe was waiting for a cab last night. I found the plug, so my lift chair now can turn into a bed, which is a comfortable chair. It's got a little remote, my mom's favorite chair. So point being is I want you guys to realize that we all need to prep. There's people out there. There's other things I need to review soon. And with Zoe out here, there's one thing I can clearly state that's going to be really cool for reviewing soon in my arsenal. I want to tell you a joke, though. Zoe thinks I should have worked. I missed my calling working at Radio Shack. Anyways, I would like to say, so Tildor doesn't get his head up his ass for a second, I'm going to fill up that whiskey glass for a second, but I'd like to pan angle the camera for a second because I know you hear the ding, 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 and I want her to wave. She can just wave if she wishes. There she is right there. She and I are going to watch a movie tonight. We have a movie planned, but she thinks I missed by calling at Radio Shack.
Here's Radio Shack because you know everything about radio.
Well, I learned from Higgins basically, but yeah, it's pretty good.
You even schooled Betty on ham.
Oh yes, exactly. The ham book. You remember I said the
That's
ham
awesome,
instruction?
yeah.
Yeah, I was like
You
this,
told
you
me
know.
what
And she's
that-
like, I don't think I'm gonna return them. Yeah. But anyways, one of the things me is always going to be testing soon when we get everything situated with her places. I'm gonna give her a handheld CB. I'm gonna have to figure out the base station thing so I can actually set up a base station. I don't think I need a ground pole for the damn radio. Higgins says I do. I'll go after the radio for him. But apparently, I'm supposed to have. I'm gonna try to find an antenna that fits in the window so I can actually radiate so I can get to wherever Zoe is on the on. The other thing is that with Zoe's help, I think we can figure and Higgins' help, we can figure the FCC license out a little better, and we'll spend $35 business expense because there's some ideas coming down the pipe for businesses. And we're gonna get the license so we can use the 6 to 900 mile range GSR-M radios that can connect up to 8 repeaters, and they're like $60 for a pair. The other thing we can do is we can try 2 sets of MUR radios out, and if that doesn't work, we can also try handheld to base station GSRM radio. So we got a lot of radios coming down the pipe to review soon. But that's in the next 6 to 9 months. We're not just going to go and spend a fortune on radios. The main project we're doing right now is finding a place. Now, for some of you out there saying, oh, well, it should be easy. There's a bloody housing crisis everywhere we go. Look at the homeless population. They can't rehouse them fast enough. So they're crapping, pissing in streets like Seattle. Homeless are getting drunk, beating up people. Look at Chloe. She's getting insulted many times. So to me, you got to think about what's coming down the damn pipe. And right now, now I will make a joke with you all, but I'm going to get the whiskey first. One of the jokes I'm going to say is you might see a video in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's kind of an inside joke, okay? I'm actually trying to prevent this, okay? I know I'm trying to prevent it for Chloe too, not just Zoe, but you might see a video for me how to put a tent together with or without a wood stove for the winter time, because we're really having a hard time finding housing, but it's fine because I'm trying my best, you know. But if we get one with a wood stove and it starts getting cooler, that means fire ban's going to be done. That means how to hook a tent up for dummies, whether it be a wall tent, canvas tent, army tent, or a what do they call those tents? Outfitter tents. You know, the ones that are big and you have the wood stove and everything else in it. Yeah, so you might see that too. But my main thing is, as a prepper, you know, these are things you might need to learn anyways, due to the fact of what happens if you have to bug out, huh? I mean, me and Zoe can set up bug out bags, but each one that has a bug out bag has to divide the load in half. I know with me, of course, my bug out bag and Zoe's bug out bag is going to be in our shopping carts because we cannot carry that much weight on our backs because of our back problems. So we will push. But right now, I've basically broken every rule of the doctors by carrying 40 to 90 pounds of groceries in the shopping cart, moving it up and down stairs. And the doctor says that can really damage my hernia. I can even get a double or even triple hernia. So I have to be careful. So, you know, with me, of course, it's not easy, but it is what it is. So for me, of course, I would like to, for this, finish up here because I got a lot to do. I got to send an invoice out on it for a gift card. Tell Laura should send me your email address. I'll invoice you because you keep asking for videos. And before Higgins, if he keeps asking, am I getting paid? Friends don't request payments. Friends only request payments if you owe them money. And I don't owe Zoe anything. So technically, but if I do lunch tomorrow with Zoe, it's going to be probably on my dime, even though I'm really going to be hurting this month, I think. But the main thing is she took me to lunch today because I forgot my wallet. I got all the way to where she's staying.
You brought me my thing.
So I got to her place and I was like, crap, what are you looking for? I forgot my wallet. She said, hey, we all make mistakes. I left my backpack. Well, I brought it, to her because, but tomorrow I got to go to town. So I either have to look at 2 or 3 houses tomorrow with Zoe. and I got to go to the bank. So it's going to be another all cramming day, or I think.
And bunny food.
Yes, and I got to go to the pet store and get bunny food. Then I got to place an order for dog. Oh, and dog food, which means dog food and bunny food, and then I'll order some more backup on Amazon. And then apparently tomorrow, Zoe already knows this. Apparently we got what 4 or 5 packages due in tomorrow too. Yes, so and my stuff that she's been ordering on Amazon for her needs. It's fine. She can use my address. I don't care. Got a camera out front. She shouldn't be worried about her packages. But also the postman the other day stopped me and said, "What's your name?" I said, "Rita. I got a dozen packages." He wasn't joking. I said, "From Chicago?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, they're for her." So he brought him to a point. Neighbors helped us unload them, and the young lady Zoe put them away. She stacked up a little corner that says Zoe's Corner. Yeah, it should be a barn title to it. Zoe's Corner. We'll put in a little bar and I'll be like, mix me a drink. She'll be like, okay. I heard rumors at one time, rumors that she was a mixologist, so she can mix me up anything I want. Jim Beam and cola, don't get it in a can. It sucks. No, the actual ones in Australia, they were formulated perfectly, but out here, they're using cheap water and whatever. So anyways, I wanted to share, you guys got to prep. I've been doing research off and on about the Black Swan event, but I also been teaching Zoe, by taking her. I feel like I'm the teacher right now for Zoe because, Zoe's learned a lot, but and on top of that, me saying as a prepper, a teacher and a prepper to her, she's learned a lot where me and her joked about Chloe's vision. Chloe's vision. She only's got one shelf, and I find stuff when I'm at the store. But I mean, first time I took her. Well, she's been here in July, right? So one of the things that was interesting in July as a prepper is she only went to one grocery store. She went to the other one. She's like, "Oh my God, look at these prices!" Yep. What do you think? And I told her, "Why do you think I go twice a week to get my dip? Bring in everything." And she knows, Zoe's a funny gal. She really is. She's sitting there smiling. She's funny because she's got her own standards of what she likes to eat. Me, I'm only, and Higgins asked me, Higgins learned something from me the other day. Higgins literally said to me, "Boss, there's a $50 phone. Yeah, that's the one that Zoe the boss wants me to get. $50. That's fine. And then I got to add a plan, right?" He says, "Why should I even ask if you want the $200 model? It's a newer one, faster, because I need it for phones and email. That's it. And if Zoe needs to text me, she can. But right now, if I'm here, she knows my Google voice. But thing is he says, why should I even ask you what you want when you know what your price range is?" Simple. Because I've been trying to teach people that the longer you stay away from the grocery store, the better chances you can save more money ordering stuff from Amazon. Now, I know there's certain things that, for example, me and Zoe both like, but I think she's realizing from me being her master mentor, or Madam Rita Lee Sama, Rita Lee Miyagi. First rule of prepping: stay away from grocery stores. Second rule of prepping: first learn rule number 1. Third rule of prepping: buy everything online. But the problem is some people, they don't like a lot of canned goods. There might be high in preservatives, but guess what? That preservative will save your life in a life and death situation. Where if you have like 100 cans of tuna and you got a bread maker, you can just make your bread daily with your flour, pop it out, slap on, and you have plenty of mayonnaise. You make a sandwich. You got your bread, you have your tuna, and then in the evenings you can basically make, say, ramen, mac and cheese, beans. Oh yes, by the way, I know Kane's gonna ask me eventually, where's the beans? Once Zoe gets situated, I thought about having Zoe with me in the kitchen so I could show you guys how to make crock pot baked beans and crock pot chili. And I want to show you guys how to make crock pot gumbo, because those are comfort foods. But my main problem is, as a prepper, you must always remember to prep because, it's not going to get easier. If you go to the store, think about it. Oh, and there's this lady that gave me this website. I need to go over it, but it's apparently that's how she gets her food cheaper at $68 a week. And we get, if me and Zoe sign up, we get like $150 off her first 5 boxes. It's a whole month's worth of food for. I went on there last night and I was like, I get 5 boxes or a whole month's of food for $38 after the $150 discount. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a damn good deal. I'm going to try it. Because, but if they're telling me that they're recommending, say, Monterey Jack burgers, there's a problem. Because I don't want to make my hamburgers like this. I want it all pre-made so I can just throw it in the oven and cook it. Call me lazy, but sometimes it's easier to do that than that. But, I also have a problem trying to form patties. Now, Zoe, of course, she's probably, just like my husband, a badass cook. So, she can probably be like, oh, you're fucking lazy. Okay. Or she'll just go buy, tell me, where's your Amazon account? Oh, you're logged in. Okay. A hamburger press patty thing where it makes the patty for you. And she'll be just like, it's automatic, $150. Beep. Okay. One hamburger in the oven, done. And then I don't have to do anything. That'd be an but there's skills that we have to learn, and that one is discipline. And the thing is, when you look at, like, for example, since Thursday, okay, I've spent probably $150 at the grocery store. I didn't want to spend $150, but there's a few items I wanted to try. One being Laughing Cow cheese. So, I tried 2 little rounds, not bad. I got some stuff, not bad. But you know what? The problem is you got to prep. And you got to discipline yourself. And you have to discipline to the letter. Which reminds me, I need to check on an Amazon order due in tomorrow as a prepper. You guys are probably sitting there thinking, oh, what are your order, Rita? I'm looking at not yet shipped because apparently this is supposed to be shipping tomorrow. It says arriving October 4th. That's next month. This is September 8th through the 12th. So I got 2 items coming in the next 3 or 4 days. So, and then the rest, the end of the month. So as a prepper, you must utilize what you have. And that means that you have to make every dollar count. And that is something that's very important. I think, and I'm going to make a joke here, people. I think the lovely Zoe probably misses Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Instacart because it all came to the home. But here, it doesn't pay people to buy booze in this thing because the taxes alone are just suicide. So one of the things is you buy a bottle like every 6 months, you're fine. You don't buy a bottle every 6 months and you need it to, literally, you can get a case of Nat Ice or Nat Light for like $20. But that $20, they're tacking on $10 tax. So you're paying $30 just for a case of beer. Literally, you can sit there and say, oh, I got $5.79 for a 6-pack. Oh, yeah, I pointed out PBR and Rainier. Zoe likes Rainier. But you know what I said? I mumbled under my breath. It might be $5.79, but you're getting 6 pints. So they're going to charge you pint tax times 6. Think about it. That's how the state rips you off, or as I called it, raping you. Yeah. So my point is, as a prepper, you got to basically be frugal and cut your corners when you can because it's not going to get any easier. So, what you need to do is make sure you prep like crazy because it's not going to get any easier. Now, I know Zoe. I've known her for about 2 years. I think Zoe, one of the things I think she calls me is a crazy radio lady. But I think she now realizes, I hope, why I carry this with me all the time. Literally, I like to keep it because if APS is called for whatever reason, I already know. Or today, she was in a business, and the former chief of police looked at me and he says, why are you carrying that everywhere? Because I want to know everything. although there's a fire on another island. So this is not just a tool to know everything. This is a tool to save your life. Literally, what if you hear fire on Roche side, working its way with winds down Friday Harbor? Everyone will know about it, but if people only hear, oh, the fire trucks are doing this, the fire boats, this will tell us, Now, let's just hope we don't go the way of Lahania, is it called? Lahania on Maui? I mean, think about it. Look what happened there. I mean, I'm not going to spread false information, but I've seen the reports. I mean, literally, it's not good. And so to me, you got to ask yourself, what are you prepping for? Natural disasters, possible banking collapse. And now, so I can tie this up, I'm 10 minutes behind, I said 30 minutes. We're prepping for natural disasters. We're prepping for high inflation. I mean, let me tell you this, okay? Me and Zoe, I never knew this, okay, till Zoe came in the picture, okay? Zoe is like secret agent. I can call her Chloe PI or Chloe Magnum or Zoe Magnum PI.
Zoe PI.
Well, let use the name Magnum. The only thing is hold on. Living on the island, I gotta do this. I'm sorry, Zoe. You may be a PI on Friday Harbor, but I am not giving you permission to drive the Ferrari. You can go walk everywhere, but the red Ferrari is mine to use.
But what about the mint green T-bird?
The mint green T-bird Magnum is not going to be used for you either. You can use your 2 feet. Mr. Masters is not going to be allowing you to drive his cars. See, Magnum PI. But
I see, said the blind man.
anyways, the point I'm trying to make is we didn't know there's about 5 families and 2 families. You literally control this entire island or the island.
Charles is in charge.
And he basically controls the pricing of everything. So that is something we didn't know. So as a prepper, and by the way, I talked to a prepper yesterday, and let me tell you, there's something I want to teach you guys today before I go, is as a prepper, you need to keep your mouth shut. There's going to be a lot of people out there, that are going to think that you're fucking insane. I mean, I get called a tin hat conspiracist, but you know what? I'd rather be alive. Zoe'd rather be alive. Moppy would rather be alive. Even Doob would be. And before you guys ask, who's Doob? Doob's the most adorable, cutest, lovable cat you'll ever meet. And I'm telling you.
And a sweet cat. Very quiet, sweet.
I'm telling you guys, we all want to live. And so if Tildor, I'm going to say this once and once for all. If you're not going to give me fucking gift cards because I know you're tight-wadded son of a bitch, then at least spill the beans in an email or in the comment section of what we're looking for Black Swan. Because last night I spent 4 hours from 2:15 in the morning to 6:15 before I napped until the lovely Zoe called me on my phone. I'm turning my phone off tonight. I'm leaving this phone on, by the way. So Zoe calls me. She can call my home number because I'm turning my cell phone off because I don't want to answer my cell phone. So, point is, Black Swan event could be a nuclear Armageddon, which means I think Zoe's going to have to, she'll probably just go through my preps anyways, if it does happen. But thing is, I'm going to have to ration them out to her, the iodine tablets. That's one of the prepping tools you need. But just remember, we have a prepper's website. Under my About Me page, it's got 3 links. You got bare bone, that means water, food, potassium iodide tablets. The basic preppers list has more or less of stuff, and then the main preppers list has everything you need. And by the way, here's a tip for you again, for you preppers. Go through the entire 3 lists. Make a spreadsheet. Do what you wish. But bottled water is only used if you are in an area your water is going to be contaminated. And for us, we're on well water. Zoe today says, fuck this. I ain't paying more money for bottled water. I'm going to drink it at the tap. The tap's fine. Neighbor was bitching today about out the water. You know what? If you have a problem with your water, people, you got two options. You can go buy a $500 water purification can, which is in the main preppers list, called a Berkeley water thing. That will you buy the filters separate, but it will the two filters that comes with it will filter 6,000 gallons of water. Second thing you can do if you're really needing water, and like nuclear disasters coming and the radiation ain't coming for 4 to 6 hours, you can basically take a tarp, clear plexiglass type tarp, put it line your bathtub and fill it up, and use potassium iodide tablets in your tub. You can probably actually, if you scrub your tub daily and you need the water for drinking, you fill your tub up to the max and throw in a tablet, and each tablet will you'll need 25 to 50 tablets for between 50 and 60 gallons of water. There you go. Enough said, right? So as a prepper, you got to think about these things. How many people out there will tell you about the tablets and the tarp for the tub? No one. So think about it. Bottled water is only used as an emergency if you don't have fresh well water that ain't contaminated, or city water that ain't contaminated. We're on an island. The only thing that we have to worry about contaminations. And I joked with Zoe the other day. So you walk past her, like today, I went to go get Zoe and deliver a computer and her backpack and stuff that she needed. And Moppy stopped, and I was like, oh my God. Thank God Zoe's not down here, because the sewage treatment plant's plumping in stuff. And let me tell you, that little area at times, foul as stinky as can be. I wouldn't even want to be in a house near there, as I told her, because you got your window open, you're enjoying the heat, you're smelling the sewage treatment plant. And what if you're cooking your dinner, for example? I mean, oh my God. So as a prepper, you need to look at prepping. And that means cutting corners, being financially prudent, being stingy, being frugal, and basically cutting out the grocery stores. Use online places that will ship you food, Schwann's, this thing called Fresh Plate. I think it's called Fresh Plate. This Betty lady sent me something. It's called
Every plate.
Every Plate. Yeah, Every Plate. And then there's another one. It's something ribbon, there's I don't remember what it is. Ribbon Foods or something. I don't know what it is. Blue Ribbon Foods or whatever, or
You have to choose a plan.
Yeah. Blue Apron, that's what it is. So Blue Apron and HelloFresh. I know HelloFresh is used by Chloe's ex-roommate, Cactus Blossom. By the way, Cactus, congratulations on getting married finally. I'm happy for you. So she's been sending me $200 vouchers for HelloFresh, and I looked at it and I was like, and then you got, these are subscriptions. But what I saw in the menu looked really great for that Every Plate, and I thought, you know what, if I paid $30 out of my own pocket for 6 boxes of food, with the help from Zoe, I could probably stretch that out 3 months minimum. Now, she said Betty said for people, for a 2-meal planner, that will feed 4. So what I did the other night, finding out it's only $35 for first 5 boxes on my own debit card is, and Zoe probably doesn't realize this, I don't think she's looked at the plans yet, is I chose the 6-meal plan for 6 meals per week, or 6 meals per day, whatever. And that came to $35 for the first 5 boxes. I'm telling you, 6 people, if 2 people feed 4, 4 people feed 6, and 6 people feed 9 to 12, we might as well just stockpile it, try it out with the maximum amount for $36. That's Prepper's way of doing it. And then you get all this food and you can, but like I said, I'm not going to basically make my own hamburger patties because I don't even know how to put a hamburger together. But I was looking at that last night. So one of the things. But anyways, as a prepper, you need to prep. You need to get your house in order. That's what we're doing here. I will brief you more on my plans throughout the week. I'm praying every day that Zoe finds a place. But we have we have 2 backup plans in works. I'll tell you about them later. Tent plan's the last resort, people, by the way. And that means you're going to see me put a tent together. And by then, she better have the tent ordered and her little camp table and camp chair and her camp stove. Otherwise, I won't tell you what the last backup plan is, but that'll be later. But right now, as a prepper, you need to prep because I'm doing research in the evenings while Miss Zoe's sleeping, and it doesn't look good now. There could be banking collapse. It could be, and this is something I want to leave on the table for you guys to chew on before I leave. It could be like Alex Jones says. They're planning lockdowns again. If that's the case, at least with lockdowns, we'll get STEMI checks. But that's not what I was going to say. But at least that could be the next Black Swan event, which means could cause the banking collapse. The second thing is, as Zoe's probably sitting here listening to me rambling on, she probably didn't realize September 15th, that's my mom's birthday, by the way. Bless my mom's heart, she was live. Or October 1st, between those 2-week window, is when TSA could turn around and make everyone put masks on for flying and every transportation in America. And 2 is, that is when the deficit runs out of money. So hopefully we still get paid with Social Security. I'm going to have Higgins look into it for me. So there you go. Any other questions, people? So it could be Black Swan event, could be more lockdowns, banking collapse, and finally nuclear Armageddon. So in that time frame, but we don't know. So Tildor, throw us a bone here. If you're not going to give me a gift card, I want to know your true answer. So in the meantime, everyone, I got to go. I got to make a phone call for Miss Zoe, and then we're going to watch a movie. So with that said, everyone, I will try to get Zoe and I to converse. Maybe Zoe can join the program tomorrow. I know she's relaxing. She deserves to relax. She knows I need to relax. She also knows I need to game. I got a joke for her I want to play on her shortly. But this is, she's my big sister, okay? Nothing more, okay? She's big sis. And I'm the master because I'm still teaching her prepping tools. But I want to tell you guys got to prep because we don't know what's coming down the pipe. And that's what really fucking scares me and Zoe. I mean, Zoe could be happy-go-lucky pothead, but what if we get nuked? What if the banking collapse happens? I mean, look. Zoe also semi-realized banking collapse means no access to money. I don't get money. She doesn't get money. The entire world goes, So I've been watching things about Black Swan events and what it is. Betty says the Black Swan events are being worked out slowly with the new the cabal and the World Economic Forum. Remember Charles Schwab, people. I did research last night. Once you'll have nothing and be happy. That's what Joseph Biden said. So think about it. Just think about it. What are we prepping for? Tildor, please throw me a bone so we're on the same page. Email me, everyone, if you have any questions. San Juan Island Prepper at AOL.com. San Juan Island Prepper at yahoo.com. Send me gift cards if you find this video to be good. I'm here to work for you. Zoe said she's already willing to help me test out these radios for you so you can get the best bang for your buck. That's what we're going to do with some radios. I'm not going to test one of these because I think she'd go insane, but I think Zoe realizes why I take this around as a prepping tool. This radio will tell us if a nuclear attack happened, ham radio would be active within freaking 5 minutes. So think about it, preppers. Meantime, thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button. It's also fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, service bunnies. Bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button, keep comments nice. Always ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.